Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming. So here we are back in Watchdogs region in London. We're in the City of London, and the City of London is separate from London. It's like a very small area where the city, actual centre of the city, is the sort of financial city. And we're not far from the Bank of England, actually, where we are, but we've come down a very nondescript alley away from a construction site. So we're not anywhere interesting, but we're actually in the City of London. So anyway, today's video is ongoing comments and thoughts about Sweet Baby Inc., who unfortunately are still not going to go away without a fight. They're going to change their name to, I don't know, Toxic Inc. or something, I don't know. But that's what they should change it to, which is not surprising, because they obviously weren't going to go away, because they'd already sort of changed up their website and blanked their website from all the woke crap they've been talking about to try and hide what they did. And they're going to change their name, which is pretty similar to the thing with the changing their website. It's a bit like lots of devs do, or publishers, where they lie about the game or lie about what the content is, or make promises they're not going to keep, and then they'll go back. It happens all the time, actually, and then they'll go back and delete the posts or the website or what they said, or even rewrite it. And you think, yeah, but don't you think in the modern world, when it's online, people have seen it and taken screenshots? And it's a bit like Sweet Baby. Do they really think that no one's going to notice that they've changed their name? And they all know the name of Kim Bel-Air, so she's going to change her name as well to Kim Bell-End or something, I don't know. Anyway, so that's the first thing. Not surprising, they aren't going to go away. They should just put their hands up like Fantastic Games and many others and say, yeah, we were horrible, we were toxic, we lied, we did this, we did that, we're going to go away, and we made a good bit of money and publicity out of what we did. But nope, they're going to continue. But the weird part of it is they've made a big deal with, and it's been online a lot, they've made a big deal with a group called the Powell group, which I'd never heard of. We'll come to that. But firstly, there must be a reason why this Powell group would want to link with Sweet Baby. It doesn't matter whether it's called Sweet Baby. People are going to know what it is, and they're going to know who Kim Bel-Air is. So it doesn't matter whether they're called Sweet Baby, and she changed her name to Mary Magdalene. It makes no difference. So they must have a reason. I don't know what the reason is. The reason may be what I said at the beginning. It may be that because they're not particularly well known, any publicity for them is good publicity, and maybe having Kim Bel-Air and Sweet Baby linked to them under whatever name Sweet Baby is going to be called in the future will benefit them against the detriment. Maybe they think that just being talked about will actually benefit their business. And I don't know, maybe it will. But so that's the first reason, because there must be a reason why they would do that, knowing the toxicity against Sweet Baby and knowing what they've done to other companies and games. So that's a bit strange, but maybe there's a reason. And I looked online because I had no idea who the Powell group was, and so I looked online a bit and I found out a few things. It says that they review current versions of games, and I thought, okay, that's a bit strange, because all the big companies, developers, publishers, would have people that do that. Of course they do. So they don't need that, and I don't really believe any of the big publishers or developers would even touch anything to do with anything that had any relation to Sweet Baby or Kim Bel-Air. That's already been in the news a lot, where they're all on a kind of list where they don't want to have anything to do with anyone to even work with that company. So that would kind of make sense. Maybe they're going to review new games that aren't made by big companies. And I saw somewhere else which kind of links to that they review games that have from companies and developers that have never pitched a game to a major publisher. So all those things kind of fit together. So we've got a group called Powell Group that no one's ever heard of, that might think they'll benefit from a lot of publicity, even if it's not going to be necessarily good publicity. We've got a company that review games, but again, they're probably reviewing games by their own statements, by newbies. And so they're not going to be influencing very much. But maybe that's all they can hope for, and maybe that's all Powell Group can do and hope for, and maybe that's all whoever's left at Sweet Baby Kim Bel-Air can hope for. And then when you get, people who've never pitched a game, it's like everything. It's like getting into script writing or getting into the music industry, getting into, a major art gallery. If you've never pitched a game, maybe you would be quite happy to let someone who's associated with Sweet Baby or Kim Bel-Air review your game, because if it's that or no review and no publisher, maybe that would be better than nothing. I don't know. I've never been in that situation, but I think maybe that's what they're looking for. So all I can say is I'm not surprised about Sweet Baby. I can see why a group who aren't that well known, called the Powell group, might want to link up with Sweet Baby, and maybe it's the best we could hope for in gaming, because Kim Belair and her cronies and the Sweet Baby thing wasn't going to go away, and maybe rather than her turn up at, I don't know, Bethesda or Disney or Microsoft or somewhere else, spreading her toxic woke message and destroying other people's games or films or music or whatever it might be, maybe having her in this very small bubble of a little company that reviews new independent games that have never been heard of before, maybe that's the best we can hope for, and she can put her toxicity and her message and everything into these very small new games, which even if this company managed to get a publisher, maybe they won't be anything special, maybe they'll just be tiny little games that no one will even notice, and maybe that's the best we can hope for. Sometimes when you've got a very toxic substance, you can't completely remove it, but you can quarantine it, and maybe for the world of gaming, this is a quarantine for Kim Belair and Sweet Baby. Let's hope so. So it's depressing, kind of, but I think maybe out of the possibilities that were going to come from Sweet Baby, this might be the best in gaming that we could kind of hope for. And now we know where she's gone and what Sweet Baby have done and what they're going to do and who they're linked with, we can just all be aware that if anything comes out from the Powell group or any new game, we know what it's going to be. And I think we wouldn't even need to know. We could see a game now and we would know it was influenced by Sweet Baby or their ilk. Anyway, thanks for watching Guessagaingaming. Till next time, take care for now.